What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a portrait illustration of Boruto. So today I'll be sketching with this new tool. This is the NIC Pro 0.9mm mechanical pencil, and I've replaced the lead with this 2B graphite stick. So we're going to start today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the symmetry and balance of our drawing. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. We're going to start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now I want to add another guideline going across from left to right. So we'll start in the center, go out towards the left, and then the right side. Now we're going to use these lines to create a circle in the center of our page. So from the center, let's go all the way up to the top. Just going to mark off the top of our circle. Let's take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that process across this horizontal line. So taking this length over towards the left and then the right. Now we want to connect the center point with a curve to create our circle. Now the circle doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to get the right size and placement in the center of our page. Just going to go back and just smooth this out a little bit. Now you want to add another guideline across the side of our circle. So we'll start the left side and then the right. I'm also going to add a line going across the bottom of our circle. Now we want to place our eyes just above the bottom of our circle, so we're going to step up, sketch another line going across. And then we'll add that gap in between the eyes, so we'll move over towards the left, draw a straight line going up towards the center, take that same distance on the right. Now from these 2 points, we're going to angle the eyebrows going up and then out, just following the bottom edge of that circle. Now this line is going to be the bottom edge of the headband, so we're going to step up, curve this down in the middle, and then back up towards the right. Now this drawing is going to be the new generation of this character, so we're going to add that scar across the top of the left eye, so we're just going to sketch a line going across the middle. Let's go over towards the right, underneath the brow, draw a straight line going out, come down at an angle, curve this down and then up towards the inside. Let's tuck the eye in underneath the eyelid, so we can draw a half circle coming down and up, add a small black dot along the top. Now we're going to locate the bottom edge of the nose. So right down here, just going to angle this up and out toward the left and right side. Let's step down from the tip, draw a straight line going all the way across. Let's angle the side of the head, starting from the top left of our circle, angle this down and in, and do the same thing on the right. Now I want to pull the jaw in towards the chin with a straight angled line to right about there. Let's block in the ears. From the outside of the headband, draw a short line going out, come down the side, angle this down and then back in. Now the center line is going to be the top edge of the headband, so we're going to add that curve, coming down the middle and then back up. Let's add some shape to the hair. We're going to add one bang coming down the center. Let's start right in the middle, come down and then across, go out and then up towards the right. Just going to pull this around and back in towards that middle line. Let's go over towards the left side, add a bang going up and out, pull this up and then back down in the middle. Now I'm going to layer some points around the outside of the head. Let's start from the top left side of the headband, go out and up, and then in and up towards the side of our circle. Now I'm going to work our way around the outside of that circle. Starting back on the left, go out and up, and dip this down, go up and then back down. Let's go over towards the right side, going up, and then bend that back in. Let's add another point. Going out and up, come in, and then back down in the middle. Let's add a couple more points along the top, just brushed over towards the left. We start up here, go across and up, and bring that back down. Let's add one more point in this open area, just tuck that in, add one more point along the top. Now we're going to go back down and add the side of the neck. From the jaw, let's step in, draw 2 straight lines coming down. Let's go back up to the top, slope the shoulders, coming down and then out. Now you want to wrap the collar around the head. Let's start from the top of the neck, start with a curve going out and then down along the inside of the coat. And then on the bottom left, just going to bend this up and then out. Let's curve this up and then in behind the head. I'm going to line up this curve over on the right side. I'm just going to bend this out. Let's curl that back in across the face and then bend that down across the cheek. And we'll curve this down and then back out towards the inside of the coat. Let's go back up to the outside, bend this down and then out on top of the shoulder. Now we want to change the expression of our character by shifting the mouth up towards the left. So from the center, let's go up in an angle, draw a short line coming down, round out the bottom and just pull that up towards the right. Now that we have a rough sketch, I'm going to go in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now we're going to add some more details while using this rough sketch as a guide. Now let's start with the hair overlapping the face first. So we start along the bottom. I'm just using these short lines to create this dark line. Going up towards the top, then across the bottom. And then we're just going to layer the headband underneath. I'm going to add that cut, going across the headband, going up, and taper that down. I'm also adding a little bit of bevel along the top edge of the headband just to give it a little bit of thickness. And we'll layer that metal plate in behind. Adding some detail in the middle. I'm just going to carry that scar across the cheek, going out towards the bottom, and just darken that up. I'm just going to fold the eyelid underneath. I'm just going to add some more shape to the ears. And we'll add those folds on the inside. Now we're going to go back and just finish tracing in the top of the hair. Now it's important that we do this stage before we get into any shading, because it'll give us the opportunity to make some adjustments if we need to. Now in this next phase, we want to define the areas of shadow. Now you want to imagine that the light's coming from the top left side of the page going across our character. So the top left side will be in highlights while the shadows will be on the opposite side. I'm going to start by darkening up this crack area along the top, which is the opposite side of the light, going up. Now you want to add a shadow line going across the bottom of the headband. Just going to curve this around. Now I'm going to go across the top of the eye, bend this around the side of the head, and then come down towards the bottom. Do the same thing on the right, going around the eye and behind. Just going to add a shadow line going across the bottom of the eye and down the side of the nose. And once we define the edge, we're going to go back and add a little light hatching going in an angle across the side and the inside of that shadow. Let's shade the inside of the ears. And add that shadow line across the bottom of the neck. We're just going to shift this over towards the right. We'll add that hatching along the inside. Now I'm going to go back and darken up the base of the shadows. So just underneath the headband, just going to darken that up and then fade that down. Do the same thing across the inside of the ears, also the base of the nose. I'm going to add a light shade to the inside of the collar. Also adding that shadow line across the outside on the right. I'm just going to darken up the inside of the headband going around that metal plate. Lightly shaded the top area. Now I'm going to add that shadow line across the hair. I'm going to go back and add a few more fine details, and always be sure to sign my artwork. And there we have it. There's a sketch illustration of Boruto. I'm pretty happy with the results we were able to achieve by using a thinner lead. Also starting off our drawing the right way by using some guidelines and basic shapes. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.